kind of pivot to, a very closely related point in terms of something that you were talking about. And this has to do with, so I was in Rajasthan this week participating in the Chief Minister's Advisory Council on Policy. And this is a very reform-minded Chief Minister and has kind of a checklist of policy priorities across 6 or 8 or 10 areas. But what I was struck by across all of this was how little attention is being paid to state capacity more broadly, to actually implement these things. So you can, and it feels to me that right now that is the binding constraint, that is affecting the government in sector after sector after sector. So it's not like we don't have the capacity at the top, to make good policy, but if you think about just implementation capacity, and I think of this as 2 pieces, one is people, the other is systems, that is something that is just really, really lacking. And you talked about needing to build that capacity, even the Ministry of Finance or the RBI in terms of analysis. This applies to the legal capacity for drafting good contracts. It applies to, when you think about service delivery, regardless of whether you do PPP, in which case you need the capacity to manage these contracts and manage the procurement, which is highly non-trivial, or whether it's government provision, you're kind of hamstrung by that limitation. So the question to you is 2 things. One is, how much is the World Bank kind of thinking not just about policy, but implementation and ways in which you could systematically boost this? And how much, in your role as CEA, now it's kind of unfair to ask you to have done everything, but I'm curious to know which part of government, could lead that. And just to kind of connect this to research, because, one of the interesting areas in research of what micro-founded work that has macro implications is the recent work of kind of Bloom and Van Reenen on management practices and kind of correlating that with differences in productivity. And this is something that they're showing in the private sector. And what little evidence they have suggests that it's even more serious in the public sector. So there's evidence to connect to the idea that this might be a really important binding constraint. So what is the bank doing and what can we do about this?
Actually, the bank is doing a lot on this, also because the current president, Jim Kim, is very keen on that last mile of the delivery. So you set up a system, but if you don't do that last mile right, you don't get the benefit to reach the people. And the examples we've been discussing all this time, a lot of examples in India itself of that happening. And we are thinking of our world development reports that have taken place, starting with the one on social and psychological drivers of development, is that how you present, how you frame something which you're offering to people makes a difference. Human psychology is such that it makes a difference. So this report was on the social and psychological dimensions of how to deliver something better. The next report is on internet for development. And it is the use of internet technology, digital technology, more correctly, more than internet, digital technology for that last mile. And India is a prominent player in this with Aadhaar and other things trying to get into that. So that's the second. And we are thinking right now, we haven't yet decided that we are going to do a 3rd world development report on something which will broadly be a sort of trilogy of 3 different ways, maybe something to do with organization, the sort of thing you're talking about, management of these systems. So it'll be a sort of 3 world development reports, all focusing on that last mile delivery. How do you get the benefits into people's hands with as little leakage as possible on the route? So the World Bank is actually, on this particular thing, we are very much on board. Because of Jim Kim's interest and because of there is the expertise. It's a question of drawing on this expertise together. And as I said, one world development report is done. The second one on internet and development, which will address this question very closely, is currently that there's a whole team at work, including an advisory board, which has Narayan Murthy as one of the advisors, not surprisingly on this. And we are thinking of a 3rd one, which will sort of close the loop on different ways in making sure that you deliver better. And some of these kinds of results that you're talking about will find their space in these 3 reports, so that together we have really 3 documents which we can take to the World Bank's client countries, the countries to whom we lend, with ideas as to how you... And we also want to play the role where the World Bank is in a position to do this well, is bring ideas from across the world. Brazil, as you for sure know, has used conditional cash transfers, probably more effectively than any other country. Brazil's drop in inequality has been a surprisingly sharp drop, but there are two sides to that, of course. It started with such huge inequality that the first miles were easy to get to, but it also had a lot of very, very interesting interventions which made for better distribution. So some of these ideas we will bring from around the world, some from experiments taking place in India, and some from theory.
And I mean, so, it's interesting because in some sense, at the World Bank, I mean, you're kind of playing the similar role that one wants. I think generally, there's a consensus, I believe, that the entity that replaces the Planning Commission should kind of play, which is kind of encourage decentralized innovation by states and even districts, and then find ways of collecting and sharing best practices. And so, but so my own kind of experience with this, now having been on the faculty at the IAS Academy in Missouri for a few times, is that you see a lot of people when they are collectors, have interesting ideas, interesting innovations, but there's no systematic documentation or systematic analysis of what the impact was. So if you're kind of back, since you're playing exactly the same role, in two different levels, but now coming back to the role in Delhi, if you were to kind of design an architecture, not just at the top, but a process to kind of, I really don't like the word capacity building, it's too broad, but a process to build capacity at the local level for analyzing and synthesizing best practices, what would a roadmap for that look like?
So one thing that should be there, and on this we've already taken some steps at the World Bank, and we plan to take more, is to have sort of embedded researchers going into areas where it's an intervention that is taking place, not for research. The government is trying out some intervention in some village. You send some researchers with that who are not disturbing what's taking place, but collecting data, maybe also on another control group to see what the comparison is. You don't disturb the running of the program. So the government is continuing with its own policy, but there is an embedded researcher who's collecting information, and that gets shot back to Delhi. And then Delhi analyzes and says that this intervention is working well, this intervention is not working well. In the World Bank, there is already one team, we call it DIME, which does a lot of this, but because of this delivery focus, we are trying to expand this where the World Bank is involved all around the world to have more of this data collected while the work is going on. So the work, whatever was the plan, you're intervening to clean up lake or pond, you're intervening with a health service, which really at one level has nothing to do with research, but it's also an opportunity to collect new data, do that. In India, there's a lot of scope for that. And really, if I was once again a chief economic advisor to the Indian government, I would take a lot of interest in trying to set up something like this, where along with the thousands of interventions taking place all around the country, you do send out data collectors doing this systematically, and as the program is running, you are picking up information and trying to do better, improving it, and getting new ideas.